I want to thank you, Jalen, hopping on this call with me for your big tournament coming up, Olympic qualified tournament in Greece, starting July 2nd. You're playing for Team Croatia, but you're from the United States. How did that whole nationalizing into playing for the Croatian national team work?
Yeah, so basically I'm at home, my agent is contacting me that Croatian Basketball Federation, they're looking to naturalize an American. And whenever the opportunity came, I end up doing research on their roster and man, the roster looked incredible. They had at the time like 3 or 4 NBA players.
Hmm.
So the roster was loaded, but they never really got much done. So I was like, why not go there and also not only get a citizenship with the country, but I could
Yeah.
also play with some NBA players. So why not?
Yeah. Were there any other countries either that also doing similar things?
Oh no, no. I think it was just Croatia. I mean, like it's not. I mean,
Hmm.
it can be sometimes like a recruiting thing,
Yeah.
but but more or less it's like this country just looking to get this specific type of player, and then they end up choosing a select few of who they want.
I know how like Lorenzo Brown, for example, Spain, a similar thing. Did you reach out to anybody prior to see how their situation was doing that?
No, because I think during that summer it was like a big thing that a lot of like Americans were getting naturalized. So it was like
Hmm.
pretty crazy that I was a part of that. Very few that got naturalized that summer, but I never really contacted anybody about it and see how their
Hmm.
situations were.
Yeah, how was this just fitting in with that team to start?
No, it was really it was easy. I think the coach made it very easy for me and even the players because it wasn't like it was a big adjustment. I mean,
Hmm.
other than trying to learn Croatian, but everybody relatively talks pretty good English and all the guys were pretty cool about me just coming in and you know everybody just had their mind on just helping the country and playing basketball. That was the big goal for all of us.
How would you say your play style has been with the team so far the last few years?
Yeah, no, it's been good. My first year, I was like the starting point guard, but now I've moved to the like a 2-1. So now I start at the two guard,
Hmm.
but it's starting to fit in more with how I play. The starting at the two guard, play emergency one. If they have like bigger guards, that will start. So I think now the team is almost to the way I like to play.
Now, you've talked about training camp a little bit. How long have you been in Croatia for? As right now, we're right about middle of June.
Yeah, no, I've been. This is my second day out, so I got here on Sunday morning. I
Hmm.
traveled all day Sunday to get to Croatia. We had to make a couple stops, but I started on Monday, now Tuesday. So yeah, second day out, and yeah, no practice is kicking my ass.
Yeah, how much of a like commitment is it just sticking with Croatia for the national team? Like how much like time commitment would you say you spend with the team so far?
No, it's a big, very big time commitment. Like I told you before, I even got on the call. I was talking with my family. They're not here with me right
Hmm.
now because they're trying to spend time with family. But it's such a big time commitment that I didn't realize how much it was. I mean, I
Yeah.
heard about, I had like a German teammates, even like some Serbian teammates, they were telling me how long they've been doing it for like years straight, and
Hmm.
I never realized it's like very time consuming. So now that I mean they're back home doing their training, but I'm away from America doing training in another
Yeah.
country. So it's very time consuming and yeah, I basically if we don't qualify, which we are going to qualify, that I would only have like 1 month really at home.
Yeah.
So that sucks. Out of like the 2 or 3 months that I would really have if I didn't do this qualifiers right now.
Yeah. Talking about if you guys
Mhm.
qualify, you think you're gonna send the family out to Paris?
Oh yeah, no, I told my wife like everybody's coming out because it's the Olympics, man. No, like it's
Yeah.
a one-time thing. You never know when you get a chance. Like I didn't know how difficult it is to like just qualify for the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like in our group, like we have 6 teams. We have Greece with Giannis, we have
Hmm.
Slovenia with Luca, and then also Dominican Republic. We have Carl Anthony Towns, man, and Al
Yeah.
Horford. So it's like if we make this, then it's like you never know when you get another chance. So,
Yeah.
of course, I got to fly the family out, man. It's gonna be, now we're gonna be showing out there for sure.
I was gonna say that. It's just how was it like watching the NBA finals, knowing you're going to have to play Luca potentially in that first match? I mean, he's banged up a little bit. How was it like just
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
that?
I was hoping the Celtics would stall him out a little bit so he go to game seven,
Uh-huh.
bang him
Yeah.
up a little bit more. But I mean, it is what it is. They finished it in five, but that's what I mean. Also learning how to play against them. I don't get
Hmm.
to play him like every day, so I play him this one time, and watching other NBA guys how they guard him and try to replicate what they do. I think that would be the biggest thing. Just watching the finals also
Hmm.
from that.
Have you guys been like preparing for like Slovenia and like New Zealand, two teams we're definitely gonna go against?
No, not right now. We're just working on ourselves. So we're working on
Hmm.
our offenses. I mean, we've been running it for now for like a year and a half now. So all the
Yeah.
offenses are pretty much the same. But just trying to get back the feel of just playing with each other again. Just trying to
Hmm.
see how this guy plays again. And I mean, we all play at a really high level. So just trying to get that camaraderie right. I think that's the most important thing right now with these
Hmm.
practices.
Has there been anybody you have like that special connection with on the court, you would say?
I mean, I played really well with. So we had a starting five. It's Agoron. He plays like basically the same league I play. Like it's called the ABA League.
Hmm.
Small little point guard. We click really well together. He's like the point guard and I'm the shooting guard. So we play really well together. hmm
Hmm. How much would you say your game has just grown in your 2 years here?
It's grown a lot. I think just playing like these high level competitions, not just playing in just, the Euro League, but
Yeah.
also playing in the international because I feel like the international game is a lot more physical than, the Euro League and that you could get away with a lot more stuff. So I think it's helped me grow just being more physical with the game and also just, basically just taking my time because I mean, some guys are going to be super aggressive, but you
Hmm.
can't let it speed you up or anything. So I think that helped. That's helped me with my game, and then just playing, just like I said, just playing against high level competition. It always
Hmm.
helps.
Do you have any like wake up call like saying how this is different from the Euro League?
Yeah, no. So my first game I play, and we're playing against we're playing against Greece against Giannis, man.
Hmm.
And the Greece thing, you just hear about Giannis and all that, and I think I have an open three in the corner, and Giannis just comes flying out. He's in the paint. Somehow he blocks my 3-pointer. Then he goes on the other end of the court, gets an and one on our small four on Mario Hezonja,
Yeah.
and he ends the game. I'm like, yeah, this is totally like NBA is totally different, but just him just doing that, like
Hmm.
it just shows how much pride he has to play for his country, and the will he wants to win. So
Hmm.
that's why I think that makes it a big difference. It's not even about the money; it's just about the pride of the country for them.
Exactly. Yeah. How much different is just you've gone against Luca again, you're also going against him again, but how those NBA superstars, how much different is this going against them compared to what you see usually in the Euro League?
No, I mean you could just tell it's just always something special about them. Like it could be their IQ or their athleticism with like Giannis, or their IQ with Luca. But it's always they just have that I don't know how to describe it.
Hmm.
Like you play against it, and you're like, wow, like this guy. It's not even like your star, so you're like, dang, I don't know what we can do against this guy. This guy just knows how to score.
Yeah.
So I think that really separates those superstars from like those people that have pretty good roles in the NBA, but they're not
Hmm.
like up there with the superstars or the with those other guys. There's always that small little difference that makes for those superstars.
Yeah, what was your reaction like when you found out the group you were playing against? Basically, you could say three superstars here, all in that six
Yeah,
teams.
yeah. No, I think it's the group of death, man. I see everybody's other group. I'm like, man, I think if
Yeah,
we be in any other group, we would have a higher chance. But like we're in the group where,
yeah.
like you said, three superstars are. I mean, we're gonna have we're gonna have our NBA guys, so that's pretty good. But they're not. I mean, I would even say they're like superstars. There's like
Hmm.
big time key guys on big time teams. So it's gonna be tough. But I think we won the pre-qualifier for this tournament last year. So I think that would help us, coming into this tournament that, we could beat anybody. Like last year
Hmm.
we were in the final. to make it to this tournament. We beat our friend Shangoon. We beat
Hmm.
Turkey to qualify.
Yeah.
So we could do it for sure, and we know we could do it.
Yeah, what was that like before you joined? Like Croatia had some of their struggles. Like, of course, great team. They had some of their struggles with the qualifying. What was that like? Just getting that like message, like, all right, we got to step our game up.
Yeah, I think that's the one of the reasons why they brought me in is that they just wanted to, up their game.
Hmm.
Just to bring in something, just do something different. I think the thing is like they always had great talent, but it never like meshed well together.
Yeah.
But even like not going back to like the last summer, I felt like we was clicking on everything, it felt like we was playing as like a unit and everybody was playing for one another. And it wasn't like, okay, he plays hero ball and then he plays hero ball. But it was
Hmm.
like, okay, we're gonna move it. We're gonna give it to like Zubak, or we're gonna give it to Saric, and we're gonna go off of them, or we're gonna give it to Hezonja, and we're gonna let him do him. It wasn't but it wasn't like it wasn't like iso ball. It was more like pass, and those guys do what they do.
Hmm. Yeah. What do you say? How do you learn? How did you learn to play with guys like Mario Hezonja, Saric, and Vakadubak?
Yeah, no. I think just playing to my strengths and just being aggressive whenever I can.
Hmm.
I think also playing with them, you get a lot of like open shots because they draw a lot of attention, but you also have to stay aggressive whenever you're in the game, just to have you as a threat as well. Because
Hmm.
if you don't become in as a threat, then it closes the game for them. But when everybody else knows you're aggressive and are ready to score, then it opens up the game for them also.
Yeah, I know you just been there a few days, but I've just seen like Mario Hezonja potentially want to get back to the NBA. Has he been have a little more like I don't know the word like motto, like he wants it even more now?
Yeah, I think he's always had that kind of
Hmm.
like that swagger, where he's like he holds himself as an NBA talent,
Yeah.
even in practice. I mean, even the last 2 3 years, it's been like that he plays the same way, but he's just that confident in his game. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he does go back to the NBA, but it would have to be like the perfect situation for him. Not like how he went, not how he started whenever he went to the NBA, but
Hmm.
now he's a veteran and he's been playing at Real Madrid for like what 2 years now. So he's been playing high level basketball and he's grown as a player also.
Hmm. Well, you saw like I saw today like the Celtics. Joe Mazzulla said him and Tatum are watching like the Dark Knight. Is there any has there been any moments so far with the team where it had any like motivational talks or watching anything motivational to get to the Olympics?
No, no, no. I think just trying to get to the Olympics is the biggest motivation,
Yeah.
and trying to do something special with Croatia. I think that's our biggest motivation. Um, I mean, if you're not motivated to make the Olympics, I don't know what else could motivate you, to be honest.
Hmm. Yeah.
But I'm sure, like, if we make it to the final of this, I'm sure there's gonna be something coming up. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that, though.
How do you prepare for big games like this too?
Yeah, I try to stay as calm as possible, so I listen to a lot of R&B music, just to stay
Hmm.
chill. But I know like the game's gonna be super hectic. I mean, especially in Greece because they love basketball there, so it's gonna be packed out. And yeah, I try to stay as calm as possible, and just have fun with the game because it's
Of
it's
course.
only it's only basketball, man. It's just now it's like now you have the fans and the exterior stuff, but it's still like 5-on-5 playing basketball. So I try to
Hmm.
think about that also.
Would you say this is your biggest tournament in your basketball career?
I would believe so. Yeah, this is going to be it's going to be a great stage to showcase what I could do. And if we make these Olympics, I mean, the sky's the limit for all of us, man. So I
Hmm.
can't wait for that. I
Who
can't.
you
I
mo
really. I'm actually I just want to go play and not even have to worry about practice. To be honest.
So we talked about Luke a little bit, but is anybody else you're most excited to go against in the at least the qualifying tournaments?
Yeah. No. I mean, I played Giannis before, but I think Dominican Republic they're a really interesting team. Like I feel like they could probably give Greece a little run at for their money. I mean,
Hmm.
they're not no slouches, but they have some guys that played in Europe, and then they also have some NBA guys. So those are like Carl Anthony Towns and Al Horford. Those are going to be another exciting matchup. I'll be excited to play against for sure.
Hmm. There any like non-superstars too that you like going against?
Non superstars. I know Slovenia. they have a couple of guys that played in EuroLeague also. I know the
Hmm.
Mike Toby. He's another guy that he's been playing with Slovenia for like 3 or 4 years now, and
Hmm.
he's actually a perfect fit for Luca, like a big that can
Yeah.
roll but also pop. So
Another
I think
nationalized guy
he
too.
exactly another naturalized guy, and then they also have like a Slovenian guard. I forgot his name, but he can really shoot the ball. But he's also crafty, get into the rim and creating for
Hmm.
others also. So I think, yeah, no, those two guys for Slovenia is going to be big for them for sure.
Yeah, how was it? We talked about Slovenia a good amount so far, but how was it going against that team? I want to say it was 2 years ago you went against them, a year ago.
Yeah,
Like their offense
yeah.
is so like I feel like it's fast paced the few
No,
times I've
no,
watched
it's
them.
very fast paced, man. It's very fast paced, and everybody knows what they could do. Like you have Luca that does everything, and he knows where everybody's at, and then everybody else knows their role. I think that separates the good teams from the bad teams in the national team. Like everybody's been playing together for a while,
Hmm.
and you could tell with those new teams that barely got formed that they don't have that camaraderie like the veteran teams do. And down they've been together for a while. So now, I mean, now everything's around Luca. They don't have Dragic like they did 2 years
Hmm.
ago. Maybe both, or maybe just one.
I think
I
they just
know
have
Goran for
Zor.
sure not.
Yeah, Goran's not
Yeah,
playing,
just
but
Zoran. Yeah, I
Zoran is.
think maybe they just have Zoran, but I know he's up there in age also. But they just have Luca, and it's gonna be basically like he does with Dallas. He's gonna be everything
Hmm.
for them.
Yeah, we talked about, like I said, Luca in general, but have you had any trash talk? You hear a lot of Luca, but just in general, just playing for Croatia, have you heard any trash talks to you?
No, 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 no. It's been no trash talk, man. No trash
Uh-huh.
talk.
What about the fans so far? Have you heard anything from the fans?
I know in Turkey, I mean, they say stuff in Turkey, like they say stuff in another language, so you don't really even hear it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you could just tell, like, from their demeanor, they're saying something that they should be saying, but you don't understand it, so you just look at them and just laugh it off because they don't want to say the English, and plus, most of the time they just say it just to get under your skin.
Hmm. So you're saying you've been learning more of Croatian, this is be able to talk with your teammates outside of just English so far?
Yeah, I mean, just for basketball terms, like I'm trying to just learn the plays in Croatian. I mean, most of the plays, like I said, I've learned for the last year, so I
Hmm.
know a couple of them in Croatian. So it's pretty good that I learned it in Croatian, so like other teams won't just know how they are said in English. So I
Hmm.
think that also is another advantage in playing these games too, is that people could talk their own language and communicate with each other, and rarely anybody would understand what they're saying. Rarely.
Hmm. Yeah, how are the huddles like? Is the coach speaking English? Or is he speaking a different language?
No, he's speaking Croatian, but I have a
Hmm.
translator. He comes beside me and tells me what he says in English. Or if the translator forgets to come up and explain it, then my teammates would come up and tell me basically the gist of what coach would say.
Gotcha. Did that the translators that come with Croatia, or is it like your own personalized
No,
translator?
he's Croatian, but he speaks really good English.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I want to ask this question. How badly do you and the team just want to win this tournament?
Nah, we want to win it bad. Like I was actually talking to Zubak, and he was like, "Now, what did he say? I think we were talking about a party or something, and I was like, "Dang man, where the party gonna be at? If we win it." He's like, "Oh, we ain't have to worry about it. The like the government of Croatia, they're gonna find something. They're gonna just sell out the whole country probably and just have a big party, man." So that's what it basically means for Croatia, man. It means a lot. It means a lot, especially I think the last time they went was 2016, 2012. What was it? Rio? What was Rio?
Yeah, I think
2016.
I was looking, I think that was 2016 when they made it.
Yeah, so that was the last time they actually went to had like big success in these tournaments. That was the last time.
Hmm.
So
So
now
yeah,
each year they're trying to climb back to that, and I think this might be the year for sure.
would you say the country's starting to get more and more big into basketball? It's already pretty big with soccer, but you say
Yeah, yeah,
basketball's getting
sorry,
bigger?
yeah. I think soccer overtook it, but basketball's still pretty big here. I mean, now that soccer has success and they're really good, so soccer overtook it. But yeah, no, basketball is still pretty big here, man. It's still pretty big.
Have you got like recognized like on the street anywhere walking around or get messages from like Croatian fans?
Just from my club, Partizan. Like people
Uh-huh.
know me from Partizan, so
Yeah.
but not with basketball. They don't really. I don't know. They haven't even asked us for like. I mean, like they other than the NBA guys, but with like the Croatian national team, nobody really bothers us.
Uh-huh. All right, that's all
Hmm.
the questions I have. Anything else you want to add?
Nah, that's it, man. That's it.
Again, man, I appreciate you taking your time to hop on this call. I'll be watching the games. I'm trying to find out where I watch the United States, but I'll
Yeah, I
be
know.
watching them.
I need to find it too. I need to find it too because I don't know if it's on the FIBA website or it could be on ESPN because it's the qualifiers. But I mean, US is not in it, so
Yeah, that's what I
I
was
wouldn't
looking. I was
see
trying.
why.
And once I was courtside 1891. I got it for one of the tournaments, and I couldn't watch it
Yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
United
It's
States.
probably maybe World Cup, maybe the World Cup because you
Yeah,
said with
maybe.
the US, right?
Yeah, the US, I'm not. It's always different because court. I know I saw it streaming on courtside 1891, but I'm not sure if that's like just for like Europe or something. 'Cause I tried it
Yeah, that's
once,
why I
then
think. I think
there's
it's
something
just for
weird.
Europe or it's like I mean, see, I think it was even for the World Cup because they
Yeah,
were showing all the games on there too. Because I was watching some of the games on there too.
yeah.
So
Well,
yeah.
again, well, if I find out, I'll reach out to you. I'll definitely be looking around. But again, man, appreciate it. I'll definitely be watching, checking out how it goes, and best of luck.
All right, appreciate it, man. You take care.
You too.